I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, it's where I talk about twin flame process. So this reading is going to be a reading for the full moon, which is next week in England. It's on the 16th, Wednesday at 5 p.m. So it's in Leo. So that's a really bright energy, really strong energy, masculine energy, all about enlightenment, positivity and strength, basically. It's a very forward moving energy as well. So it's got an ego, the Leo. It's about assertiveness. It's a doing moon, a masculine doing moon. So masculine moving forward moon. Ownership, it's about ownership. So that's about owning self, right? Owning the self, what the self wants, as far as the masculine energy is concerned. It's about decisions. Really good energy for decisions, really strong energy for decisions. Powerful. Did I say that already? Anything else coming up? 7. It's a 7 moon. So it's a lessons moon. It's a healing moon. Anything else? I think that's all that's coming up so far. Let's get some cards out and see what they have to say. Oh, it's a happy moon, they're saying. It's a laughter moon. There seems to be an energy of unusualness about it, as in it's well, they're saying it's like it's an unexpected events. That's what they're saying. Things that were unexpected, unusual. Let's get some cards out. Unusual occurrences. Right, let's have a look at these cards. Oh, those don't want to come apart. Why are they not coming apart? Right. Oh, that's coming out, isn't it? That was the one, I think, that was stuck. Right, 4 of Wands. So that just wanted to come out. That's about steady, solid, vibrational accuracy. And that is where everything is... that's a really good card. It's a really strong, powerful card, basically. Everything comes from that vibrational accuracy. Having your 4 feet on the ground, being really grounded. It's harmony, it's home, it's weddings, it's celebrations, it's coming home. Let's have a look. It's relationship. Yes, it's also relationship. Marriage, union, they're saying. Let's see what else comes out. Justice. This is also fire energy as well. It's Wands, fire energy, so it's the Leonine energy. Like they're saying, it's really strong, grounded. A strong, grounded energy. Masculine energy. Justice. Page of Pentacles, which is form showing up in the physical world. Brand new form, brand new things showing up. Tangible things. So it's not about ideas. It's about actual things turning up. That could be people, objects, things growing in the garden. Maybe a flower shoots up. It could be as simple as that, but hopefully it's more than that. Knight of Pentacles, that's movement in the physical. That's healing movement. Could be journeys. Also, they just said redemption. So this is a healing. That's what that healing is, this moon. It's redemption. Redemption means comeback. It means payback. Justice. Payback. redemption, form in the physical world. Let's have a look. Two of Pentacles, two people, back and forth, communication. They're like showing batting it back and forth, right? Physical world, something coming in, something being met, communication, physical form, physical world, redemption, justice. Page of Wands guided by spirit. So that's things that are destined, ordained to happen, right? Which is twin flame process comes to final conclusion, final absolute slam down conclusion, which of course is physical form. The whole thing rolling back into the physical, well, not rolling back, blasting back into the physical form. And like they're saying, this Leo moon is really bright because it's Leo. I mean, Leo is the sun. So we've got a moon that is destined to be as highly powerful as the sun. You know, that's and that is when things blast back into physical form, right? Guided by spirit. This whole journey, this whole twin flame process is guided by your vibration. Solid vibration, grounded vibration. It's all revolving around your vibration of source. What is the strongest source? The sun. Leo at a full moon. You basically got sun and moon alignment, right? Really powerful energy. Let's go here. Oh, the tower. Blasting through concrete, basically. This is not just a mild shift, this moon. This is something blasting through into the physical. Blasting through. Redemption, justice, guided by spirit, two people, physical form, all down to the strong vibration, mastery, fours of mastery, leonine mastery of force of will, ego, masculine energy, mastery of masculine energy. And let's go here. Nine of Pentacles, that is the feminine in her most powerful position, manifest into the physical world whilst in accordance with higher self. That is vibration made manifest, right? In physical form, in the feminine. So it's like when you are in alignment with your most powerful self, you have redemption blasting through into the physical form through this vibrational journey that you've been on. And the fact that it is masculine, this moon, and it's Leo, and it's really powerful, but you're also half masculine. The feminine that guides the process, that is the principle, that is the protagonist of the process, right? The leader of the process is half masculine. So this is you at this moon, your femininity, and the sun, your masculinity, come together powerfully in Leo. So your half masculine self, your vibrational masculine self at its most powerful inside of you, and you as the leader in the process, can only mean that the one that is outside of you, that is part of the process, that corresponds to the inner part of you that's the masculine, is going to be at their most powerful as well, right? And it's guided by vibration. So that's how it is. It's also always, how is your vibration? How is your vibration? That's what it's all about. And how do you know how is your vibration? How is your feeling good? How is your ownership of your physical life? How do you feel as your manifested physical self? Do you feel good? Because if you feel good, then that is your vibration at its most powerful. And that feeling good comes from ownership of the journey itself. This is a vibrational journey. I may be physically manifest, I may have a mind, I may have a heart, I may think, I may feel, I may trot about on a physical earth, but this is a vibrational journey. This journey is about my feeling good, right? There's like force of will in that, strength of purpose, strength of understanding, ownership again, and redemption coming from that ownership. There is only one exit point of this journey, right? Ownership of knowing what that is. It's my vibrational oneness with self. It's my vibrational oneness with source. It's my feeling good. That is the exit point. That's where everything shifts. That is the blasting through concrete. Two people blasting through concrete, vibrational journey. Let's go here. The fruit of the labour. Seven of Pentacles, physical environment, again, form into physical environment, the harvest, right? All the lessons that come through this journey. It's like you have to go in, you have to go out, it's like you have to go out into all these understandings in this journey. You have to incorporate all these understandings, all this information, all this work. It's all about self, right? It's all about the feelings and the thoughts and how you use them and how you arrive. And it's about also the organicness of the process and it leading you into your final feeling good and your understanding of that's what it was all for. So there's a fruition that comes inside of yourself from everything you go through that arrives you in your ownership of what it all was, where there isn't any pain anymore from the mind or the emotions because you've understood what it was all for, and that you're therefore in ownership of what it was for, and you stand on your physical feet and your physical framework and your mastery of your vibration. So this moon is mastery of vibration, basically. Vibration, a vibration's coming out in the middle, and it's about the fruition in physical form of what comes from that mastery of vibration. The redemption into physical form that comes from you being in your mastery of your vibration. Justice, and let's go here. Manifestation, the magician, number one, manifestation. So we've got manifestation possibility at this magnificent leonine moon that we're coming into. What's underneath? Ace of Swords. Communication, brand new communication, right? So let's have a look. You'll notice, right, there is no swords in this reading, right? Because if there was any swords of a lower nature, like the 5 or the 7 or anything like that, then you would be, this could be like a really like, we could be talking loosely about the mind, you know, we could be talking about all different things, like there might be fear, there might be whatever, but this is the one sword, right? And it's coming on vibration. So just like they say, right, just like they say, the communication that comes in, we're talking one, completion, final, comes from vibration. It doesn't come from will he, won't he, should he, shouldn't he, is he or isn't he, or she, or what do they think, or who are they, or what do I think. It doesn't come from any of that. It comes through vibration. It comes through being aligned only with your internal feeling good as the source, in source, right? Because that feeling good is source, at the source of you bringing yourself what comes from that. It's like a point, the point of reconciliation inside of yourself, the thorough and grounded understanding that everything comes from my feeling good, brings you everything, and the final answer to everything that you've ever gone through, the final outcome, the clarity of that's what it was all about all along, basically. Right. You have got justice, which is connected to swords as well, but this is a major arcana, so this is out of your hands, basically. This is destiny. This is destined. Whatever it is, it's not a willy won't-y kind of a card. You've got a sword in this, but this is mastery because it's a magician and he's got everything he needs to manifest anything that he wants. So that just means the mind in alignment with the emotions and the vibration and the physicality 4 mastery, 4 elements, leading to manifestation, number 1. Justice is 11. So you've got all the ones here as well, because pages are ones. You've got 11, 1, 1, which is a really good sign. And the one underneath as well. So you've got that one there, 1, 1. Let's just go on all of these now. So it's basically just a magnificent opportunity for a manifestation to occur. But, this redemption that comes along through your source of self, right? Your ownership of the fact that you're alive, basically. There's nothing else in that, right? It doesn't call out anywhere. It doesn't go into like, oh, but what about this and what about that? And should I be doing this? And what about that thing that happened to me 15 years ago? It doesn't go out into any of that, right? It's ownership over the present moment, basically. There's nothing of that going on in this powerful woman down here. There's nothing to take her away from her feeling good. So there's not really a lot of thinking. There's not a lot of discussing inside the head, which goes on during this process a lot of the time, but you don't end up in that place. You end up having let go of all of that and only listening to higher self. And what does higher self say? Higher self says feel good, because higher self is feeling good. Higher self says feel good, and I can bring you everything that comes from feeling good. It doesn't say anything else. It doesn't try and justify your existence. It just says feel good. You can have everything that comes from it. And when you stop feeling good, it says let go. Let go of that now. Stop thinking that. Right? Stop feeling that. Just feel good. That's all it says. That's all that bird says. Right. Redemption comes from feeling good. Let's get one out on all of these. I'll put that one there. That one down. Because we know we've got that Ace of Swords. Right. Where are we going? Go in the middle, because this is the heart of the matter, guided by spirit or vibration, whatever you want to call it. Vibration, soul, source. Dark to light, ending of the battle of dark to light. It's guided by the ending of the battle of dark to light. So there is you're not going through a random occurrence. You're not feeling the things that you're feeling or having felt the things that you felt out of some just random occurrence. You're not thinking the things that you've thought or had to think the things that you've gone through thinking, because it's random. You're here to turn dark to light. The ending of the battle, where everything changes, where everything manifests into physical form from the light, comes from your feeling good. It never comes from outside of self. It is not some abstract light from outside of self. The light is inside of you. It is your feeling good. And that's all it is. It is not, but what if? And could I just? Or how about? It's feeling good. And there is nothing in that feeling good that dictates anything else is necessary. All right? You have your feeling good, and you have a boundary around your feeling good. And there is nothing that would take you away from that feeling good. There's no guilt. There's no shame. There's no worry. There's no stress. Right? There's no what ifs. There's just feeling good. And that self-determination, that ownership, that proud, they're saying, ownership of feeling good. And nothing will take me away from my feeling good. And that's the boundary. Doesn't matter what anybody else says, doesn't matter what they think, it doesn't matter how they try to make me feel or how they would like me to think. I only feel good, and I don't think about them, and I don't feel about them, and that is my feeling good, and that's how I locate and hold on to my feeling good without any resistance. So it's a feeling good with a feeling good on top. A feeling good surrounded by a feeling good. Right? A complete feeling good. That's the final light, right? We're here, Leo moon, a moon as bright as the Leo sun, a complete feeling good, a complete circle, a full moon, a complete circle, a complete feeling good. Okay, let's go on the Ace of Swords that was underneath. Let go, 6 of Swords. So just time to let go, right? Maybe it is a letting go. the final letting go, the final sword. The ace is the one, right? The final letting go. Maybe it's the final sinking into feeling good. We've got the end of the battle there, guided by spirit, a final feeling good. Maybe there's just going to be a lot of joy. You're going to feel really joyful at this moon. A sense of surrender to what is, because surrender to what is never a feeling bad. It's not like, oh, surrender to what is. Like, oh, well, it's bad, I'll just put up with it. That's not the surrender, right? The surrender is to just everything being exactly as it is and feeling good. So that's what we've got: a surrender to feeling good, a final battle, ending of the battle, coming into the light. That's what we've got there. And let's go justice. Now moment, Four of Pentacles. So again, it's physically relating to your. It's relating to your physical moment. So that's the moment that you exist in, which was now and now and now and now. So it's never just what it was, right, or what it's going to be. It's right now. That in that, right, what happens in that when you locate just in that present moment and you relate to just that present moment, just this present moment, what happens? You let go of your mind, basically. You just let go, and there is no thought, because the mind always wants to just take you backwards and say, what did you just think? What were you just thinking about? Wasn't that important? And it's not, no, because it's gone, right? And it's not going to be a feeling good thing when you're looking back at it, because you're going to find some reason why maybe you should have thought something different. Just like you look back at anything, you think, oh, if only I'd done that differently. So the letting go that is the thinking about the big things turns into a letting go that is just letting go of the last thought that you had and not even acknowledging, right, that you had it. So justification, justice of being in the present moment, that complete let go, which is higher energy, right? Because vibration has no mind. It's mindless. When things turn on the head of a pin, or when you're spinning a coin and the coin lands, right? That spin is the no mind. So everything shifts on no mind. It shifts in being present moment focus is being located in your physical existence, physically, because you have to be, because you're here, because you manifest, with no mind and no emotion interfering with that location. It's the purity of vibration in a physical location, right? Manifested through you, coming in the light, no mind, let go, manifestation in the magician, and letting go of all resistance. That's the letting go of all resistance, right? All resistance in vibration that would stop you from receiving what can be manifested into the physical environment. Focus into the present moment. Let go of the mind. There we go. Let go of the mind. And moving through resistance, manifesting through the letting go of all resistance. Let's go here, redemption. King of Wands, which is masculine vibration, mastery, vibration. And let's go here. Timing, Wheel of Fortune. So again, that's that spin, right? It's just the spinning of the coin before it lands. Timelessness, basically. If you're not thinking, you're in timelessness. You're separate from time. It's the same thing. Time is the same as the mind, right? Because in time there's past, present, future, but in let go there's none of those. There's only vibration. So the mastery of the vibration is inside of you, right? The timing for the mastery of vibration brings a redemption into the physical world. And that mastery of vibration, what is that? That's the letting go of all resistance. Because what stops manifestation into the physical is the resistance in the vibration that comes from the thinking that is not the let go. The let go in the mind reduces all resistance, allows what is in the vibration to manifest into the physical, the redemption to occur, the mastery of vibration. Time for the mastery of vibration. It's inside of you. It's only ever inside of you. But it's a bit like having another person inside of you. That's that person outside of you that you would call your twin flame, but they're inside of you. And when you let go of your mind and when you let go of the resistance that is the mind, then you are in mastery of what is everything that's gone on in this journey, basically including that person outside of you, because they are the masculine also, and they operate from the masculine energy. So your letting go of all resistance is then moving forward into the physical, is the physical redemption. Page of Pentacles. That's form showing up. Opposite Seven of Pentacles, which is also form showing up. Harvest, right? The coming in, the one thing coming in through vibration, through the mastery of vibration. Time for that. Letting go of all in the mind, arriving into higher self, arriving into location of only vibration. Let's go there. Rebirth into the physical. And there's a three. Three is twin flames. It's a trinity, fleur de lis. It's inner child, ego, and higher self. You could say it is heart, mind, and higher self. You could say it is Pleiadian energy, and then you could say it's also feeling and thought, right? It's a lot of threes. There's always three. You could say it's broader perspective, egoic consciousness, and feeling good. You could say that. You could say it's lower consciousness, higher consciousness. No, because higher consciousness. Oh, I won't go on, but you get the gist, right? Rebirth into the physical. I'll leave you to work that one out for yourselves. Right, rebirth into the physical. Seven of Pentacles, result in the physical. There, Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is a happiness, home, happiness, or emotional completion. The result, emotional completion, but that's emotional completion, right? So your emotional completion is you're feeling good in every given moment. It's a release from the mind, right? It's just a feeling good. It's almost like being completely devoid of having any thought at all. Devoid of any thought, devoid of any feeling. So, and then that's the same as higher self, right? Because higher self is beyond mind and emotions. It's vibration. So it's a let go point as well. It's a completion point, and it occurs inside of you. And that's the fruition. That brings the fruition into the physical. That brings the rebirth into the physical. Same thing. So we're going to have a lot of feeling good at this moon then. A lot of people feeling really good. It is, everything has an effect on us and our brains. The planets have an effect on us and our brains. They like pulling us into location. So it seems that this moon, that's the big bright shiny leonine moon, is going to be pulling us onto our vibrational axis in some way. It's going to be pulling us out of our brains. It's going to be pulling us into just to let go, it feels. Because this page of wands is vibration, right? It's source. And this is the end of the battle, dark to light. So that's the coming out of the ego and into the higher consciousness. And that is no mind. So it appears that this moon is dragging us upwards into our head and letting go of all thought. So beyond thought consciousness, basically. Well, that's also enlightenment, right? And that's where true clarity occurs. Because once your brain is free of your own thought, you can receive inspiration from vibration, from source consciousness. And we are guided in this operation, this twin flame process by Pleiadian energy. They've got a plan. You probably heard me speak about that before if you've been listening for a long time. They've got a plan. We're here for a reason. Everything being brought into alignment, right, is part of, that's how they do this plan. So they're going to be bringing us into a space where we're in a let go, where we're thoughtless. That's what this moon is about. So if that's going on inside the feminine creator of the process, here, coming into alignment, higher self in the physical framework, timing for that in the Wheel of Fortune. The masculine inside of self, right? But is also outside of self in the other person. The other person works from that masculine energy. Redemption in the physical could well be once this, because if you've got the clarity going on in the head, which is direct information from the Pleiadians who are guiding this operation, then that could be them saying to whoever it is you're connected to, time. It's time for you to move forward now, because they move forward when they're told to, because they're told to by their higher consciousness, which is Pleiadians who are guiding this operation, right? So nothing is random, nothing is an accident. Let's have a look. 2 people, 2 of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups, which is the everything coming back from love. So what this card means, right, is when you finally arrive at your final location as a feminine creator principle of the twin flame process, your final location is you're feeling good. Once you're feeling good, that means you don't think about things, right? So you'll know how you're there. I'm just describing how you'll know how you're there, because you don't think and worry about things anymore. You don't look at your physical environment and find something to worry about, like this isn't right, or that isn't right, or that's over there and I don't like that. You don't do that anymore. What happens is you look at your physical environment and you just love what there is to love, and you're ignoring anything that isn't to love. Because there's always something that you could find something being wrong in, right? Or not liking the look of. But what happens is you just start to ignore that. And inside your own head, the way you talk to yourself, you're only commenting on the things that you like. Oh, I love that. You know, I love that. I love that. I love that. You'll find yourself saying that all the time, because this is a guided process and you are guided into that place eventually. And when you're in that place, what it means is that you are connecting to love in every moment, right? So it's a work complete. Once you're connecting to love in every moment, this is what this is. The 8 is how you connect, right? So 8 spirals, it's infinite. So it's an infinite connection to love. Once you're connecting to love inside yourself in every moment, all that can come back to you comes from that love. And what can come back from love is love. So if you're loving in every moment, all you're going to bring yourself back to yourself is love. So it'll be in everything. That's what twin flame is. It's a reflection of you, right? So everything starts to come in from that love. So everything starts to look, just comes in better. All the physical manifestations come in better in relation to you loving, because they're coming from the energy of love, right? Not the energy of fear. So it's just by ignoring the things that would cause you to be in a state of fear. It's not, you can't get rid of them completely straight away. You get rid of them by feeling more love in every moment, and then they stop showing up because they don't match the feeling good. The feeling good brings you more feeling good, more to feel good about, right? So it's that. But this connection of you with love is what the twin flame is. And that connection is also served by you and another person. So once you are feeling good and you're bringing yourself only love, part of that love is going to be that person from outside of yourself. That's what 2 Pentacles is. So your alignment with love is what it's all about, which is why it's never the person outside of yourself that you focus on. It's never the romance or anything like that. It's your relationship with love inside of yourself. So first you learn to love yourself, and you let go of anything that stops you loving yourself, which is always your own mind talking to yourself about why you shouldn't love yourself, right? And once you're in that place, and that's part of the journey, you then start to love anything else that's around you that you can love. I love my hot water bottle that's over there, right? I love my plants in front of me. I love the birds that fly in my garden and land on the tree, all this kind of stuff. Just the little things. I love wiggling my toes. I really love wiggling my toes, right? I'm doing it right now. That's one of the things that I really love. So it's like you just love more and more of the things that you can love. You see how in this card there's cups standing, there's cups falling over, and there's someone walking away from leaving that mess behind, right? And you see the moon in the picture, the big bright full moon. That person is going to come back to what they love because it's the infinite connection of what you love. And this, you and this person that have that infinite connection of love between you, the destiny of this journey, the reason for this process that you go through is because that love will come back from love. Because that's the proof of the pudding that love comes back from love, which is the proof of the reason we're here, that we should only love. Because who would not want love coming back from love? Everybody wants love. So we're just here to show that this is real. That's all. That's real. That it manifests into reality and it's real. That's why separations can go on for a really long time. Because who would think that was a wow if they came back the next day, right? But it's a wow if they come back 20 years later. Exactly. It's the proof that love exists. It's the proof that love is infinite. The 8, it's an infinity, right? Love is infinite. The love between two people is infinite. It will be returned to. So that's that, and that's at this moon as well. And the tower, that's the blasting through the concrete, right? It's the big, bright, shiny moon again. Let's put one down on there. Ah, the moon. It's the moon, which is everything that we know that this is about, right? Blasting through concrete at this moon. So what are you blasting through? If you've got a question to ask yourself, it's what am I blasting through? What is yet to be blasted through? What parts of my brain are still gnawing and clawing and trying to drag me into fear? What thoughts do I have that are fearful? If only I'd acknowledge it's fear, right? Because fear manifests inside the brain, in the thoughts, in really multiple and strange ways, you know, even things that you don't think of fear are being concerned about anything, thinking about anything really is fear, because if you're concerned then you're in fear. So blasting through all that fear basically is what this moon is about. So when you blast through the thoughts and you are mindless, you're in a state of no mind, that's when source can interfere and tell you to do things. It can give you messages, and if it can give you messages, higher self, right, here, feminine, it can also give the masculine counterpart messages as well. So this is a process that is known, right? The outcome is known. The outcome is that they return, and when they return is when they're guided by spirit. Not because you did this or you said that, or because they feel this or they feel that necessarily, although all those things will play a part at some point. You know, thinking comes back, feeling comes back. You return to self, basically. You have your return to self, into your physicalness. But they come back because they're guided, because it's time. So it could be time at this moon. I'm going to go here now on just this one because we got this out. First of all, the vibration, grounded, emotions, 7 of Cups. So it's the groundedness of all emotion, basically. And then here, there he is, 9 of Wands, wounded warrior. So just say one last thing as well. Maybe it's not the last thing, I'm not sure. So right, so this groundedness of emotions, right? So you've got your vibration, and your vibrational accuracy, your point of attraction, is where you are emotionless, apart from feeling good. So, like I said, the only emotion that matters, it's not really an emotion, it's just feeling good. It's like feeling content, feeling comfortable. It's not thinking, right? It's not having to, no longer examining your emotions and wondering how you feel, for example. It's a release from all of that. But that can only come through lessons in what all the emotions are, because how do you know if you're feeling good unless you felt bad? Right? So this journey is what it's all about. It's about the journey from feeling bad to feeling good, to put it in another way. And the thing is, you go through all of this inside of yourself as a feminine creator of the process, the lead participant of the process, because you're bringing someone else into their feeling good. So your feeling good is their feeling good. That's why he's coming out there, right? Nine of Wands. This is in the center of the reading. Guided by spirit, right? When he's finished, is when he's complete, when he's feeling good. So again, you can look at yourself, and if you are examining your feelings at this moon, be an examination of them in a wise way, right? And know that you feel everything that you're feeling merely to experience feeling, so that you can arrive finally at a location of feeling good, where you are no longer feeling it necessary to feel anything but feeling good, because you've already examined every other feeling that could be anything that isn't feeling good. And it's like you come into a understanding, well, there's no point in feeling any of that. I'm only going to feel good, because why would I want to feel anything else? There is nothing else for me but to feel good. Everything else doesn't feel good. So what? Like, so, but your arrival in that location, your final vibration of accuracy, your point of attraction, is them, is their final location. Nine of Wands, their final location. So it could be at this moon as well that you're just, there comes to a point where you just stop examining your feelings. And there's a little bit of a cut-off that goes on in terms of, well, no, I don't need to examine that anymore. I've examined that. I know why I felt that. I know what that was about. I don't need to go over old ground again, because it feels better to feel good. That's exactly what goes on in them, right? So all your musings on what it was between you and them stop. And all their musings on what it was between you and them stop. And instead of them musing on what might have been the feelings or thinking about what might have been the thoughts about you, stop. And on that point, they're guided by spirit to move forward, because all is cleared. There you go. Queen of Swords, it's the brain. Brain of the feminine. Love moving forward. And the connection through the mind, right? Eight of Swords, again, infinity, connection through the mind. I could go on forever. And love move forwards again. So, Page of Cups, brand new love coming through, connection to inner child, basically. So you're feeling good on the inside as your inner child, right? How you relate to self, present moment. Children only relate to present moment. They don't see past, they don't see future. They feel good all the time until they're dragged into feeling bad by those around them that are older. But that doesn't happen until they're about 7. The location of you inside yourself, you in your inner child state, joy and wonder in the present moment, joy and wonder at the physical world, joy and wonder at nature, feeling good in relation to everything around you, no matter what it is. It's a no mind, right? But that part of you inside of you is also your twin inside of you. That's their heart. So that's the feeling good that is them, that's inside of you, right? So that's the other thing. So know that as well. So this bit here where they're talking about brain of the feminine, right? Romance, love, moving forward, connection through the mind. So the worry and the fear that's in your mind would connect them to their worry and fear in their mind. Right? So if you don't want to connect them to worry and fear in their mind, then you don't be worry and fear in your mind. Love can move forward, but it can't move on worry and fear. It can only move on what is higher than that. It moves on freedom. So the freedom in the brain is what it moves on. Right? So you want freedom in your brain to connect them to freedom in their brain, so they can receive divine inspiration through that let go that is the mind, and then they can move forward on it. There. Brain of the masculine. And that's coming out on the moon, and it's a shift, and it's a shifting out of the concrete. And it's as simple as that. Once you get to the end of this process, the only looking back you will have is the looking back on nothing, because it will seem so simple, as though nothing happened, as it manifests into reality again from only vibration. All right? So you'll know how unimportant your own mind is in terms of worrying and fearing things, how unnecessary, how unimportant, and how absolutely futile it is. And the only thing to do with it is put it in a basket and sail it down the river and feel good instead. And being completely located in a permanent feeling of feeling good inside yourself, like a child jumping up for joy in wonder at the world. And that's where it all starts again. Right? Just like life starts. Just like life starts again as a child. Okay, I'm going to go. That's it for the moon. Lots of love. If you wanted to get a reading, all my details are in the description box below. Take care, bye.